daughter's room, and everything is based on the fact that she can access it herself. My name is Lisa Nielsen. I'm from Denmark, and I live here in Ghana with my Ghanaian husband and our daughter Essie, who is 18 months old. And I run two businesses, Tiny Reuses, which is an e-commerce platform, and Tiny Monty, where we do locally sourced and produced Montessori furniture for children. So with Tiny Reuses, we started because I was looking for a place to buy baby items for my daughter. So in Denmark, I would usually buy pre-loved items, so used items, because baby items are so expensive, and also because babies grow so quickly that you go through a lot in the first few years. So I was looking for a place to buy used items, and you of course have your markets, Makula, Cantomanto, Medina, but it's also really stressful going to those markets, especially with a 3-month-old baby on your back like I had at the time. And then we have other options, we have WhatsApp groups and stuff, but it's really difficult to find exactly what you're looking for if you're looking for more than just a few items. And then of course we have all the baby shops, but also with the baby shops, we have so many of them here in Accra, and they're very small, and you don't know exactly what they have either. So in general, I found it really difficult to find things I was looking for, both used and new. And that's why I started with my own physical shop, where people could come in, they could rent a stand, put up all their items, and then somebody would come and buy it. And I did that for the physical shop and then an Instagram on top of that. But I also quickly realized that if you want to be able to cater to more than just a few people that can actually fit inside a shop, you need to go online. Then I just decided to go fully online to create a platform that can really have thousands of sellers. And then I took it a step further beyond the used items to also include baby shops. So every baby shop that is looking for more visibility, they can come on my site and they can keep their items there. And then the customers only have to go to one place to buy their items instead of having to go to many, many different places. The used items come from people who hear about us and want to come and sell it. So basically they come to our warehouse and they drop them off, and then we take photos of everything and put them online. For the baby shops, most of them also bring their items to the shop, but some of them actually just have it in their own shops, and then when a customer orders, we coordinate the delivery and make sure the customer only has to deal with one rider or one driver. So Tiny Monty is built also from a need. So I wanted my daughter to have a learning tower. And a learning tower is basically a platform that you create, that you build out of wood usually, and you can use it in the kitchen and the bathroom. But I wanted it in the kitchen because my daughter was starting to show interest in what I was doing in the kitchen, and she was too heavy to carry while cooking. So I needed a space for her so she can participate. And then learning towers is a very common tool in many parents' homes, and I tried to look for it here, I couldn't find one here. So I had to import it, and then I was looking at a skyrocketing, a price that was too high for me. So for this in Ghana, every other school in Ghana is called Montessori. They're all, but many of them don't necessarily actually even have the right materials. Montessori is an ideology that comes with specific toys and materials and furniture. It's a word that people know, but don't necessarily know exactly what it means. So I think there's a big future of getting these items into all the schools. This furniture really encourages independence in their children. So I think the future is bright for Tiny Monty, and not just here in Ghana, but also the rest of Africa. So instead of, we don't have to import from the West or from Dubai, we can actually create it right here. This is my daughter's room, and everything is based on the fact that she can access it herself. So we have everything from her floor bed, this is where she sleeps, is built so that she can actually go to bed by herself. We can tell her, now it's time to bed, and she goes in, and she doesn't roll off because it's a fairly big bed, but even if she did, she doesn't have far to fall. Then we have our bookshelf over here, our toy shelf. It's all built in a level that she can handle it. We don't have too many items on there, so it's not too confusing for her. and we rotate. So she can have, this is what she has out now, but then in a few weeks time, we'll probably put some other things out. We also have a flip chair situation over here where she has a chair and a table, but it's actually all in one. So this is a flip chair that this is the level where she is now. She's 18 months, so it's fairly low. I can flip it here and it's a bit higher. So this goes up to maybe 2.5 years. And then she can use this one either as a stool when she gets older or as a table. So this is supposed to be like it is set up here with only a few items. So it's not her whole wardrobe, it's just the items that I'm putting out for, okay, let's say for tomorrow. And then I can tell her, what do you want to wear for tomorrow? And then she can actually come here and with time, she's not able to do it yet, but with time she should be able to have a seat and put on her shoes and put on her clothes right here. And then we have our bookcase where she can go and take a book that she wants to read or wants me to read for her, or she wants to read by herself. And then another toy shelf or bookcase over here. Built, right now we have 4 cubes inside, but we also build 6 and 8 cubes. And then the last thing that we have in her bathroom is a learning tower. And the learning tower is where she can she crawls up from here, and then she can do all her brushing of teeth, which is not an easy task to get a toddler to do, but she thinks it's fun because she can play with the water and she can look at herself in the mirror and it becomes like this. So this one is also called a learning tower. It looks different than the other one because it can be collapsed. So you can take these locks out and you can fold it up so it doesn't take up so much space. But your son or daughter would go from here and then they can be standing here while you're making a cake or something. It can help you with your cooking. So now I'm starting to go into that community, the startup community, tech community. And because we come with a product that is very female and kids based, I think it takes a little bit to convince people that it's a good idea. Ghana is looking to get more organized. We need to be able to find things better. And the best way to do that is to have these different platforms. So I see we already have platforms in terms of Uber, and we have Jumia and other platforms, and they're slowly growing, and it's natural that there's going to be even more of that. And also because every Ghanaian person has a cell phone. Most of them also have access to the internet, and the new generation, they're born with this. They grow up with access to these platforms, and they're gonna want those platforms going forward. So the future is part of the future. I think it's only gonna grow even more.